Hey guys, and welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Christia DeShields. If you want to do a little home improvement but aren't sure where to find the funds, Fifth Third Bank's Jonah is here to help us out. How are you doing today?
Doing good. How about you?
Good, thank you. We just had Julie on. She was giving us some great home buying and selling tips. Tell us a little bit about what you do at Fifth Third.
I am a loan officer for Fifth Third Bank, and one of the loans that I specialize in is the 203K loan.
Okay, and that's what we're talking about today. Can you tell us a little bit about the loan?
Certainly, the loan is more like a rehabilitation type of loan, usually used mostly in a purchase type of situation, where you can finance not only the purchase price of the house, you can also finance improvements with that house. You can also do it as a refinance as well.
Okay. Now, who's a great candidate for this type of loan?
I would say most home buyers would be a good candidate, but anybody who's considering on taking out an FHA loan to buy their house, they absolutely need to look into this type of financing, particularly because there's so many distressed properties on the market right now. You know, it's one thing to people go look at a house, but they say, oh, it's missing. If it just had brand new carpet, if it just had an updated kitchen, that would be the perfect candidate in this situation.
Now, is there a limit to the amount of funds that one can
There
receive?
is the Streamline, and there's also the full-blown 203K. The Streamline allows up to about $30,000 worth of improvements, and the full-blown 203K will go up to the FHA loan limits, which is like $281 for a single-family house in St. Louis City, St. Louis County, and you can also do it as owner-occupied, you know, 2-family and 4-family.
Now, you said this loan has been around for a little while.
The loan has been around for a while. It's a more complicated loan, and you don't see many lenders actually wanting to use it. So yeah, but it's been around since the early 90s.
So why is now a pretty good time to?
Well, this is a perfect environment for it. I mean, with the properties that are on the market that are distressed, the rates are low. You couldn't ask for a better environment for the 203K right now.
What are some of the, I guess, requirements to, I guess, receive this type of loan?
You know, generally, if you're qualifying and you're pre-approved for a typical regular FHA loan, then you would qualify for this loan as well.
Are there any, I guess, tips that you would give a consumer who's looking into this type of financing?
Well, first and foremost, I would look into if you're going to consider this type of financing, the institution that you're intending to use. You'd want to choose a lender that specializes in this, that has their own separate underwriting and processing department that does nothing but this.
Why is that so important?
Because the loan requires a little bit more hands-on than the typical transaction. There's more people involved, and that's the toughest thing about real estate to begin with. But if you have the right team and the right people working on it that are just solely focused on that loan and nothing else, then it's a good transaction.
Okay. And what else? What are any other?
You know, as far as the other thing I would look at, I would probably prefer to do this loan mainly with a bank, because when the loan is closed, it's not done. That's when everything else starts to happen, as far as, you know, the work being done with your contractors, the disbursements, and so on. And you want to make sure whoever you're doing that financing with will be there and it's not going to go out of business per se, and complete the transaction for you. Now,
someone interested in this type of loan, would you suggest that they get maybe an estimate for the amount of repairs that they want to do?
Oh yeah, definitely. What I do is I have put them together with like a HUD consultant. You know, they take a look at the property either right before they write the contract or immediately afterwards.
Okay. Well, this is such great information. Where can we find more information about you guys and this loan and?
You can go online and find a lot of information about the 203K. It's pretty prominent out there. It's just a matter of finding the right institution that's doing it correctly.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. If you guys make sure you want to check out Fifth Third Bank, they'll get you together for your home, all your home and mortgage needs. When we return to STL TV Live, singer-songwriter Trayvon Griffith will be here. Stay tuned. You don't want to go anywhere.